I'm going to be brutally honest. Nursing homes seem to have a way of prolonging the lives of people well beyond what would be their natural lifespan. And it's not necessarily a good quality of life. The nursing home mentality is to get them up, get them dressed, get them fed. And they will shovel pureed diets and thickened liquids and ensure milkshakes into them as long as they possibly can to keep them going. When somebody's really old and their activity level is pretty much zero, they're either in a bed or they're in a wheelchair, their caloric intake is so low that you can really just keep them alive on a couple teaspoons of Ensure a day. They're coerced into eating, open your mouth, open your mouth, open your mouth, chew it, swallow, swallow. It's just inhumane, in my opinion. I think we should allow a natural death and not artificially keep people alive just because we can. If somebody is hungry, feed them. If they're not, don't make them eat. That video got a little more attention than what I expected. Basically, I was saying that in general, nursing homes tend to prolong the lives of their residents longer than what would normally be expected by getting them up, getting them going, interventions, feeding, etc., etc. The comment section was widely varied from people who were in agreement, who were saying that it is because the nursing home corporations want to make money. There were people in the comments who are staff saying it's not our fault, it's what the families want. There were families saying, what do you expect us to do, starve our loved ones to death? When I made that video, there was a reason why I said nursing homes and not nursing home owners or nursing home staff or families of people in nursing homes, because it is not one person or one entity. It is our culture. It's our culture to not accept death. Back before nursing homes, back before medical advancements that keep people alive forever, Grandma and Grandpa died in their own bed, in their own home with their family taking care of them. And they died a natural death at a natural age that they were expected to live to back in those days, which was younger. That is true. And we do have the ability to live longer now. And for some, that's fantastic. We want to live a long life. We enjoy life. But for others, when they get to a point where they have no quality of life left, why do we continue to extend that life artificially? When I say that I think it's inhumane to keep people alive in nursing homes by force feeding them, I don't mean everyone who lives in a nursing home across the board. My mother-in-law lives in a nursing home, and at this point in her life, she still has a good quality of life left. She's not somebody who needs to be force-fed. She can feed herself, and she is on a natural path of decline to the end of her life at this point. But when somebody has advanced dementia or another debilitating disease, or they're just really old and tired and weary, why do we insist on getting them up and putting them in a wheelchair so they can sit around all day like a potato and not have any quality of life whatsoever? If they want to stay in bed, why can't we just let them sleep? We feed them garbage like Ensure. We puree their food and thicken their liquids or put a tube in and give it to them through their belly. We just can't seem to let people have a normal and natural lifespan. So am I saying we should just let Mima and Papa starve to death? Not at all. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we need to evaluate each person for their ability to continue to live and how much intervention we have to put in place for that to happen. And there has to be smarter decisions that people make before they get to that point. I've had this conversation with my mom, who's just about to turn 85. She lives in her own home right now and walks a mile a day or 2 miles a day, and she's in great shape, you know, fitness-wise and health-wise. But I've asked her, if you get to a point where someone has to tell you to open your mouth and chew your food, do you want to be fed? And her answer has been no. And neither would I. It's in my advance directives. I love to eat. If I am not telling you that I want food, I'm not hungry, please don't feed me. The best thing that you can do to ensure that your life is not prolonged unnecessarily in a nursing home being spoon-fed like a baby is to put your wishes in writing. I said what I said.